We're going to show you how to change struts in a 2004 Chevy Cavalier. First, you got to remove the tire. Now we're going to remove the 2 bolts from the steering knuckle that holds the caliper and the rotor.
You still recording?
Okay, we had a hard time removing the bolts from the steering knuckle, so we put the nut back on the bolt, and we're going to tap it out with a hammer. The reason why we put the nut on the end of the bolt is so we don't mess up the threads on the bolt.
Still tight. Tap it through a little further.
Now we're going to remove the 3 bolts from the strut tower that holds the strut. We do have air tools, but we like to hear the clicking of the ratchets. We're prying down now on the lower control arm on the frame of the vehicle so we can get the strut out. Now keep in mind, he's got years of rust he's fighting against.
Take that apart. Let's see. I'm trying to cheat here. There we go.
Now he's very careful not to break the brake line and damage the CV boot.
Yes,
Now
yes.
he's got the strut out. Now we're going to remove the spring and install it on the new strut. Now we're going to use this old-fashioned strut spring compressor. You install the strut like so. Seat it properly. Let's get you closer. Crank the top. You have the 2 hooks, one here and one there. It goes on the spring coil. Yes, this is a wall mount spring compressor, and yes, we are using a chair.
And make do with what you have.
That's right. You see, it's cranking that down.
I'll leave that free. Wait. I have to redo that one. I apologize. I gotta redo it.
this happens.
You gotta get a better bite. Try to get up here. Right in there. There we go.
Now keep in mind, he makes this job look really easy, but those springs are very dangerous. You have to be very careful.
Just about free.
Now we must remove the center. Now we're going to remove the center bolt on the strut.
And you take this cap off, like so, and then you can release the tension from the tool.
Now when you're doing this, like I said before, be very cautious of the spring.
Pause it again. And then you just remove the spring off the old strut. We're going to get our new strut positioned in the tool again, and we're going to compress the spring onto that and put the top plate back on. Alright, we got the new strut in the tool here, the new spring on. It was a little tricky getting the spring on there, we needed 2 guys for it. But we got it on, and here you just put the plate back on top. And you get the new nut right on there. And we're just going to drive her home.
Now that we put that center bolt in, now we can remove the strut and spring from the tool and begin to install it on the vehicle. Now we install it on the vehicle.
Yeah, weasel it back up in there. Scratching the paint.
Takes a little finesse. Make sure you line it up. Top of the strut tower. Make sure the 3 bolts line up. Just start the nuts so it holds the strut in place. And install the spindle back into the strut. nice pry bar he's using.
Lifetime. Bolts back in. Install the nuts and tighten everything down, and you're ready to put your wheel back on.
And that's it. Thanks for watching. Please comment below.